Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Obviously, Locals gameplay, it's probably going to be in short supply, sorry, should I say, for the next while, because OP14, I'm pretty much through with it for the next month. Maybe do one or two Locals. I've still got one more, as I said, in the deck profile. I've got one more week I need to do, but I'll bring that out whenever. It was another Roger week. So, I'm playing OP14 on the sim. I saw Tokyo CS that a UP Luffy won. I don't think this is the exact deck profile, so I don't. But I've got the deck profile that I've took up on screen right now. I'm not gonna lie, I want UP so bad. He was just not playable in OP13. When I say not playable, it was still good, but you're facing, as my Locals is clearly demonstrated, Emu and Ace constantly. Absolutely constantly, and I don't think I could have survived an Emu Ace meta with UP. So he's gonna come back for OP14. Obviously, maybe I'll play different leaders. I think Black Croc as well will be played because Black Croc just looks so much fun, so stunny. It's awesome. Anyway, so let's go through the deck. So, obviously, your leader. If you don't know what Luffy does, he's a free life 6k leader. At the start of my turn, if I have 8 or more Dawn cards on my field, that's before you add your Dawn, I can do a top 5 search, reveal a straw hat, add to hand, and then place them in any order. It's just a strong effect, isn't it? We'll go through all the stuff. So, we've got 4 Otama from OP13. Great inclusion. Great inclusion from last set. Instantly online. Obviously, it's an ace card. Luffy can use it too. Where you can draw 2, trash 1, kind of cycle your hand, or if worst case scenario, it's a 2k. Everything else pretty much is standard. We've went down, I think, usually around 2 pudding, but that list round 1. I might fill around with this whenever I make it in real life. So, 1 pudding, all you need is 1 pudding. 1 pudding, instant wins the game up at some points. As you'll see coming up, there's a Law game. Oh, pudding, clutch. 4 of the restack Nami. Great, good blocker. Draw 2, trash 1, draw 3, and place 2 at the top or bottom to either draw on the stuff you want or get rid of bricks you don't need. 4 of the OP1 Mihawk, who is cycling out in in April. Jesus, it's way too early for me. On play, bottom deck of 7. 9 cost, 9k, brick. But just bottom deck of 7, I can think of a fish or tiger I want to get rid of, so I could, for example. Bread and butter of the deck, 9 cost Sanji, 9 cost, 9k. Reveal top card of your deck if it has a cost of 9 or less other than Sanji. Place card onto the field. And if not, place it at the bottom of your deck. We got 4 of the OP05 Zoro Drew. Attack if you have 3 or less life. Free life leader. Rampadon as active. 4 of the ST18 Usohachi. If you have 8 or more Dawn, rest up during your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Gets around pesky blockers like Warcry, for example. It's a 2k counter. If it was only a 6, you could hit Mars. But I'm not going to lie, I don't want to hit Mars. I want to hit Warcry, I want to hit Marco. So I'm not really that fussed. 4 of the EBO1 Secret Rare Bong Clay. 4 cost, 1k, 1k counter. On play, add the Dawn as active. When attacking, select one of your opponent's characters. This character's power becomes the same as the selected character's power during this turn. Heyyyy, Ace. What's that 12k blocker that I can copy? Haven't faced Ace yet. Well, let's see how it goes. 2 of the 2 cost OP07, 6 cost blocker Sanji, 2k counter. If you have 2 or fewer Dawn, which is more likely not going to happen unless you have Giant really aggressively. Its cost becomes 3 less, it becomes a free cost 6k blocker with 2k counter. It's good. It's really just a 2k in the deck, if I'm being honest, a searchable 2k counter. I'm going to leave this for last. 3 of the OP04 Red Rock, just bottom deck a card. I think Red Rock's very good. Bottom decking like the new gates is so good. If I don't need to Sanji into something, bottom decking Mihawk so bottom decking a new gate is important. Bottom decking a 9 cost Mihawk is important. bottom decking a traveling above the other big decks. The 10 cost Doflamingo, I suppose, could be something. I don't know, I'm just thinking of all the decks trying to face. 4 giant, standard, Dawn -2, 4k, draw 2, trash card, class. Gear 2, +3k to your leader, or you may rest 2 more Dawn in addition to your 1 Dawn, and ramp a Dawn as rested, just ramp. And something I didn't run, but I think it's become much more prevalent due to people playing like Marco and stuff, is it's to die for. If you don't get the double trigger, I'm not gonna lie, it's still another version of Gear Second where you just add 1 as active. It's probably better than Gear Second actually, just in the fact that you're adding 1 as active. And if they have a 6k power character, you double ramp. Perfect. And finally, we've got the 8 cost promo, which is still not came out in the UK or the West. Roger. Promo 107. 8 cost, 10k. On play, if you or your opponent has 10 Dawn or more on the field, your leader gains plus 2k till the end of your opponent's next 10 phase. 8k leader. Gum Giant. Leave all the Dawn open in the world. Obviously, that plays a little bit in the green. Does play in the green, unfortunately. But if they play Dead Man's Game, sure. You're still going to have 4 Dawn. That's 4 Dawn gone. And you've got 11 2Ks in this deck. And you're an 8k leader. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'd be happy enough with that. But if they don't, if it's not a green deck and they don't have access to any sort of Dawn, resting, then Giant up to 12k. Gum up to 11. Sorry, Gear Second up to Gear 2. Gear 2 up to 11. It's just too good. Anyway, got 3 videos. I think it's super. I like the look of it. It looks like your standard UP list with a few different inclusions, with the Otama to draw cards and cycle a bit. With the Roger to try and make yourself a leader, and it's obviously to die for coming into it because of the whole 4 cost 6k cards just being pretty standard in the big decks now. So anyway, let's get into gameplay. Okay guys, and we're going into game 1 against Boa Hancock. I'm not gonna lie, look at that hand. It's a very iffy situation. I've got a little bit of ramp to a Roger, which is very good, Nami, and a Pudding. I'm not gonna lie, I've not done the Boa matchup, so I didn't know what to expect. I kind of expected the Gorgon sisters from what little gameplay I've seen people playing it. So it's just a situation of, I let them get it out. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't sort of situation here. Boa as a deck itself seems very good. Obviously, we bring out the Zoro. Simple as that. They revealed the event, a Slave Arrow, and a Shakuyaku in hand. So from that, they've revealed potentially 2 bricks and a 1k. It's good to know. They swing 6 with the Gorgon Sisters. They counter our 2k because I want to keep the Nami. And we go again and take the life, which from that is a Mihawk. Fair enough. Decent enough. Now, I don't know whether I should have swung maybe potentially about a 6, because I'm just going to swing a Zoro here and it's going to get insta-blocked. So I think it's a misplay on my part, is I should have just swung maybe 4-7. It took the life anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Playing out the Nami, simple as that. Probably, again, I probably should have bottom decked a couple of these cards because I'm not going to need the Red Rock. I think Red Rock's way too expensive in this matchup now. So to get out the Boa, and I'm in a situation where it's going to hurt. So we're both down to 2 life. They're going on their 6 Dawn turn. I'm going on to my 8 Dawn turn. And it's a situation where I'm going, this isn't good. Didn't know about the Rayleigh. Not going to lie. Didn't know Rayleigh was a card. I've not paid that much attention to OP14. I'm not going to lie, I haven't paid that much attention to OP13. Other than like the 2 big decks. So coming into this, I was going, let's just try and play something, because UP, as I said in the beginning, is my favorite deck in the format. So it was a while ago. So far I got 7 in hand. Not really any big plays. Got a Pudding, but I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm gonna Pudding a 7 card hand. Nah. Maybe an Otama, Chiki Otama into a Nami. Seems like a good idea to me. Swing 7 lead, just go face. While that blocker's down, just go face, go home, and try to kill them. Give me 2 cards, you give me the pudding. Perfect. Again, am I going to really place on top? Apparently I am. I personally now would have bottom deck just the red rocks. So I would 2 bricks that are not going to be helpful to me. But okay. Okay, bud. Okay, past person. And they pudding me. Okay, their board's very scary now. Or scary enough that I'm thinking this isn't good. So they did, unfortunately for them, putting me into a giant and a gear. But they've got a Gorgon sister. They've got Rayleigh and 2 boas. They're gonna get me down to 0 probably in some capacity. So we gear out. I cannot giant. This is the thing, I cannot giant. But luckily, out of life, we get a gear to keep us alive, and now we have to try and rebuild. And I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look very good. I think Sanji Mihawk installs you on spot, personally. But is that what I'm gonna do? You're goddamn right, that's what I'm gonna do. You have to clear one of these. Or attempt to clear one of these. So I'm gonna go for the Mihawk. Just as a body. You can't swing on Nami. You play the Sanji out into a Mihawk. Bottom decking the Gorgon sister. Getting rid of the value they have from the Gorgon sister of just playing a body. Right, pause. No, my opponent's gonna say in a minute that he forgot about the Nami blocker. This is a big misplay on his hands. All he needed to do was swing what? 9s, I think. Swing 9s and he gets win, I think. Could he swung 9s? 3 9s? Yeah, he could have swung 3 9s. I think 3 9s gets him the win. Depending on what I would have drew into. But he swung 16. Block with Nami. That's a big misplay. Big misplay on his hands. Because in my thought process, I was dead and buried. But it does happen, as I said in chat. Leader effect again. It's not looking good. Give me more counter. I think I take the Nami here. Do I take the Nami or do I use Hachi? Take the Nami on bottom deck the rest because it's 2 bricks. Get a 1k. Cool. Now is where I'm going to try and clear, I believe. Clear this board a little bit. At least get rid of Rayleigh. Swing a 9 in lead. Which they're... don't know what they're going to take or not. Have a lot... Trick out a Shocky. Draw 2 trash tea. Get rid of the counter event because they don't make it on active, so it's useless. We go 10k into Rayleigh. And that leaves them with multiple swings at lead. I have 9 Dalton open. Obviously, I'm going to keep 1 open for Fing. Tross. I would have loved the Roger this turn. But oh well. Tossing out a counter event. Drawn to 2 bricks for a 2k. Not really great. Place on bottom. So technically, I've went net negative 1k in hand. Not good. Not good. And a femur. Femur. Love femur. But I think that just gets us out of it. I'm not going to lie. Just the draw into the gear and the Otama. They're probably sitting here going, there's no way in hell. And they just insta-concede. Which, I mean, makes sense. From on their hand, they've got 2, 3, 4. Don't know what the Glorious is. 5, 6. 6k in counter. I've got Sanji, Mihawk, and Luffy along with a Nami to swing. And they're a 5k leader. I'm going to demand 3 cards instantly. And they're immediately dead on clapback. I suppose that's the power just of UP in general. And we go into game 2. Another OP14 leader in Law. I'm not gonna lie, out of all the OP14 leaders, I think personally, out of the ones I've seen, I want to probably play Boa as a definite. Like, that's a definite. I want to play Croc. Law's probably like 4th. He's just an aggro deck. Don't get me wrong, he's a cool aggro deck. But yeah. So yeah, early on, Otama into ramp. Seems good. They play a Kitten Killer. I'm not gonna lie, again, I don't know the freaking package for these guys. The fact I did not see Zoro on this turn now. Oh, thank God. I'm not getting hit 5k 3 times. They could have swung though with their killer. They didn't. I don't know why. It's something that's going to be really recurrent is they don't do that. As you can see, I figure out in my head, I can swing. Sorry, I can do double ramp. So we got a triple ramp this game, boys. Oh, glorious. And I'll end keeping one open because we've only got 1k counter in hand and I don't want to die to rush. X-Drake on the field. X-Drake's also a very good card from memory. He's his 5 cost 7k protection. In the sense of he gets rid of a card. That's my Bonk cycle. So we're going to... I think the obvious play here is we're going to Sanji into Roger. Taking a Giant or Zorodro. I think the Zorodro is the right play. Putting the Otama top and putting the 2 Giants down because I don't need Giant at the moment. Swinging 6 into 2 or 6 on lead. Obviously, I think I misplay here. I probably should have played the Roger. Well, the Sanji into the Roger, sorry. And got another card out of hand. But it's fine. It's learning experience with this deck. Now, they've got a full board. They've got at least 3 swings. And they download onto me. So they're going 10k. I don't know why I didn't swing with X-Drake first and then go with the Rouge. Again, I think it's just an experience sort of thing because these decks are so new that people haven't got around to playing with them yet. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. That wasn't good. I think this is just a simple swing 9, swing 6, swing 10, play Roger. For defense and hope you live. I'm not gonna lie. Sort of turn. Play Roger, 2 on open, 1 for gear. Sorry, 1 for giant and 1 for hopefully drawing to another giant. They've got such a big hand size. It's not funny, but if we draw into a pudding, then they're mega dead. Unless they play a blocker, then they could possibly live. I'm not gonna lie, right? Who the frick is running a round table in OP14? Like, what the hell? They're on 9 Dawn, 10 Dawn. I think this is their 10 Dawn turn. I did not expect to see that card of all things. 11 into 7. I need to keep Sanji alive. So we draw trash. Draw into 2 1Ks. So if they even try to swing, dead. But looky what's in my stack. Looky at that juicy hand size. Oh. I'm just gonna put the good cards back in hand. And then I think a swing. I think I was gonna swing 9, 11, 9, 10, 11. Doesn't matter, they were dead on phase. Yeah, I think they got way too aggressive taking their hand size, knowing that UP runs pudding. Obviously, I only run 1, but because of the deck copy and all that. But that was they got super greedy. I don't know what was in their hand. They probably thought they would live. Pudding just destroyed that. I'm not gonna lie. They probably had me dead. Probably would have played it differently. If I'm being honest, probably would have maybe double blockered and then try to attack board. In which case they don't really survive. They've got 11 cards in hand, sure, but they've not got a board. You can play maybe the 10 cost Law. Doesn't save you, I don't think, to be honest. Because I can Red Rocket the turn after. Yeah. Don't know. Anyway, it was a good match. And going into the final game of today's video, we have got possibly, arguably, one of the top, it's either top 2 or top 3 of the decks from OP14. He's a very scary deck, anyway. Very aggro blue in Jinbe. I'm not gonna lie, looked at my hand. It isn't the greatest. And it's still slightly worse, but we'll deal with it. So I've got double ramp now in Gear 2 and Abonakure, which is perfect. Obviously, they play their searcher. They're going to play a lot of weenies, which is good for me. Unfortunately for them, they're going to have to aggressively take cards out of hand if they want to touch me, because they'll need to at least give one card and a Dawn to at least get a 1k to me. Props of being a 6k leader. Me, I'm not giving you that 1k. And holy brick city, am I looking at this and going, I'm in trouble, help me. Ideally, probably should have swung, just because I have nothing else to do, should have swung more. But I'm not gonna lie, I thought they'd take the 7k. But they aggressively countered. Again, I don't think that's the play. I think you just take the hit and use more cards, because now in this situation, you're giving one card and think, okay. I don't think Mihawk's as good in this matchup as I necessarily think. It's just going to bottom deck something, a weenie. It's maybe a Fisher Tiger I could target. And Fisher Tiger is the one thing that did play in my mind, but nah. Now here's the scary thing. I'm at 9 Dawn. They have multiple swings on my board. I am mega dead next turn if I don't do anything here. They go down to no cards in hand. Don't think that was the play though, personally. There's a Roger, perfect. I'm going to bottom deck 2 of these Sanjis, because no longer do I think I'm going to need them, because I'm going to die. I need counter. In this situation, they've got 4 life. I've not managed to take 1 life from them. And they are coming at me at a rate of naught. Bomb tech Mihawk. I think Roger's more important now. They're swinging multiple 6s at me. They can do 1 more 6 or they can swing an 8. And I think at the 8 you block. And just like that, as I said, swing 8 and I block. Because I need the leader effect online to draw 2. And in this situation, I'm just having a hard time picking. Because I'm playing Roger this turn, so I can't take Nami. And I don't think any of the rest is going to be helpful. 2 2Ks. Oh, bliss. Bliss. So now I'm just going to try and whittle them down bit by bit here. If they see Jimbe 10 cost, fair enough. I'm probably dead again. But I don't think I kill them. So I need to get their board a little bit less threatening. Go up to an 8k leader. Demands now to use trash 2 cards. They swing 15. Cool. Giant's a thing. Trash away. Draw into another 2 2Ks. Perfect. Survive 1 15k swing. Use the card action. Oh dear. Oh dear God. I think you take Nami. And then you probably keep events up. If I'm being honest. Do I believe that? Do I believe that play? Yeah. So that's basically what you do. You play Nami, you keep Dawn open, and you just start swinging. Misplay, I think, happens here, is I probably should play the Otama over the Nami first. Which I didn't. I think bomb decking Sanji Mihawk at this point's the play. Or did I choose a gear? That's an interesting. I don't know why I chose the gear, if I'm being honest. Draw into the Nami, get rid of the event. Leaving free open, I must have only thought I needed free, but I don't know why if I needed Sanji. I don't think I needed Sanji at this point, because if I play him, I die. So swing 10, again. Giant's a thing. You just free Giant out of it. Again, that's a weird play. You could have Giant 2K'd. Don't know about that one, Chief. I suppose it's the same thing. So we can only take Giant. Drawn to Roger. If this is obviously where if I had Sanji, it would be a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. If I had Sanji, this is a lot better. But because I could Sanji into Roger and I'm still be able to get the 2k. I don't have that option, but I do know that I'm drawing into a 2k. So you swing 6 face, give a 2k. I'm not swinging at the Jinbe. If they have another Jinbe, fair enough. Fair enough. They have another Jinbe. Fair enough. It's a big think here, because I think you need to apply the pressure now. Again, 8k leader. Surely just swing 20k and... Not gonna lie, I live a 20k hit, but surely just swing 20k. Or you do this, which makes even more sense, because you can still hit 20k. And then 10k. Got rid of Fisher Tiger. This is what Jinbe does. They just swing massive at you, and you ain't living. Give them the giant, take away the event, draw 2. Okay, cool. They go 12-12. Don't think that's the play, but okay. Giant again, so leader effects offline. Unfortunately for me. Got a 1k out of it. And unfortunately, they only have 2 more Dawn open here. Used a while to sue me. And they accidentally trashed their last card, because I think they have lethal. Or at least they might have had more Dawn. Unfortunately for them, I have the exact amount of counter. They have no cards in hand. I just need to swing 6-10-10 or 6-10-11, and that is game. They've realized that. GG's. I'm not gonna lie, that was a very tough match. I saw just the right amount of counter I needed. I saw all the Rogers I needed. There was misplays on both parts, I think. I think if you swing 20-10, you win the game, personally. But I don't know if that was the way, because you just swung in the giant. Obviously, I could have gianted out, and then you're going 12, so I'm going, what, 11, 2k? Instead of giant 1k, it's, I don't know. Anyway, it was the win. Again, it's a new deck. Everyone's trying to figure out how to play all these new leaders. I think Jimbe's really fun looking. Might do locals with him. Never know. It's all about getting the SRs, isn't it, at the end of the day?